everybody, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning into this video. I know there's so many channels you could visit about right now, but I'm back with the ladies to do a collaboration. And this next quarter is the quarter where I have come up with the themes. So I've tried to lighten the load because everybody is aware of everything that's going on in the news in our current situation. So I wanted something light and fun, and that's what I hopefully have come up with. But you know what? As I researched this topic a little more, I have realized that it can be a little touchy. It certainly can be. So what I'm talking about is chewing gum. Our theme for the month is my favorite chewing gum inspired eye look. So each of the ladies, they're going to use or show you their favorite gum, and they're going to create an eye look around that gum. How fun is that? At least I thought it was going to be fun, and I think it still has the chance to be. But what I came up with when looking online, because I just wanted to know a little bit more about gum, especially being in the dental field. So I realized from my research here that the first person to put an early patent on chewing gum was in 1869, and he was a dentist. And he came up with a non-sweet concoction made of chalk, powdered licorice root to clean the teeth and strengthen the jaw. That was his thoughts on gum and why we needed it. So that's kind of like the history. But what I didn't realize, but I knew kind of like in the back of my head, that there's etiquette around chewing gum. Now that's where it can be a little stressful, in a sense, if you let it be. So this article says, is chewing gum ever appropriate? And it is if you use it for the right reasons, I think. For me, I chew gum to relieve stress when someone else is driving and I have no control over the speed or the method they choose to get us to where we're going. To my prevail, I usually try everything, and when I cannot handle it anymore, I pop gum in my mouth. And I don't like to do that, but I do it. I also chew gum just as a treat for myself after I've eaten and I want something sweet, but I don't want the load of calories that a chocolate cake could bring on. But chewing gum is something that is best not done around others. I think it's something that is better kept private. And when I have done it around others, I've been called out. I mean, family, no one outside, because it's kind of hard to call somebody out, you know, when you don't really know them. But my family has called me out for chewing gum. But the reasons that it's good to chew gum, the advantages of chewing gum, is it freshens your breath, especially after consuming pungent meals. It enhances your alertness. Now this is good because I also found out that during World War I, the soldiers were given gum to reduce anxiety, to help them relax, and to just keep hunger away while they were on the field. But also, like I said, it reduces anxiety. It enhances your mood. It represses the appetite. There we go again. And sugarless gum and certain kinds of gum can help with dental health. Those are the good things supposedly to know about gum chewing. But when is it not good to chew gum? I think it's not good to chew gum, personally for me, around other people. Because I pop and smack my gum, I blow bubbles, and I chew at times, I hate to say it, with my mouth open. So I keep my chewing basically in this room or in my home and not around others. But some people are known to drop the gum on the ground. I hate that. They stick their gum on the bottom of chairs and tables. I hate that. and they leave their gum on plates or in glasses. Who does that? Some people do. And I think that is poor taste. So if you're a gum chewer, let me know in the comments. Do you blow bubbles? Do you smack? Do you chew with your mouth open? You know, there are some rude behaviors with chewing gum, and I will say that I have done some of those, and I continue to do some in the privacy of my home. On the rare occasions that I have no control over the car when we're going on a trip, I will chew gum. But I have been called out by my family, not so much by my husband because he probably chews gum like I do, but by close relatives, I should say, that I pop, I smack, I chew with my mouth open. I'm pitiful. But anyway, let's get to this look, because I know personally I do have some chewing habits that are not appropriate and I should keep them under wrap. But what can you do when you enjoy chewing gum? Now, the gum that I most favor and chew most often is a sugar-free gum by Orbit. And there's one other one, I can't think of it now, that I'll pick up when I see it on the outside. I love the smell of this gum. I love the taste of this gum. The taste with most gums don't last long. But this is a sweet mint gum, and it just smells minty fresh, and it freshens your breath. It helps to loosen up food particles that, you know, are in your mouth after you eat. And it just relaxes me, and it gives me that dessert without it being a full-fledged dessert, like I said before. So I really like this. But I picked this up about a month or so ago, and I thought it would be fun. I picked up the Hubba Bubba Maximum Bubblegum. Bubblegum, that's right, and I've been enjoying it. I've had a chunk like this that I divided in half and shared with my husband. And guys, this is what it looks like. It's kind of pinkish red in the middle and that pretty green on the outside. It is delicious. It is a strawberry and watermelon flavor, so it definitely gives me that fruity freshness after a meal, and I get to smack, blow bubbles, chew with my mouth open, all of the above right here in my private quarters, the beauty room. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my look, because I'm basing it off of this Hubba Bubble Max Bubblegum, which I'm tempted to chew right now, but I won't do that to you. I'm going to start with the eye primer here. I have already put my base down on my face. I've gone in with Maybelline, their Poreless Jelly primer for the face, and the, what is this one here? This is the Lumi Matte Liquid Foundation from Maybelline. And you may have seen me talk about that last month. It was one of the foundations I used all month long. So I pulled it back out for this look. Something simple, something fun, something easy. And so I'm going in with NARS as my eye primer. I got that on there. So I'm going to pull you in so that you can see up close. Now, I should say, before I pulled you in, I should have shown you the palettes that I'm going to be working with. They're all by BH Cosmetics. This is the Absinthe palette, and it has some beautiful greens in here that I want to pull from. Not sure yet. Maybe this one, and maybe this one. So maybe this one here, maybe this one here. I think those are appropriate. And then I have two palettes here for the look that I want to create. I'm going to pull this kind of creamy white color from here. And for the strawberry kind of color, I'm going to pull maybe this color here or that one. We shall see. So let me just kind of swatch these two. Ooh, I can see which one now is going to be the best one. This one right there. Yeah, that's it. And then these two greens here, I'm going to swatch the top one, which is lime green, and then that shimmery one right below it. I think this is going to be perfect right there. That bottom pinkish red and those two greens. So let's get to it. Yeah, guys, let me know your habits with chewing gum. Do you tend to just not chew it in public? Because, you know, it's not considered professional. It isn't accepted in most places, really. And we tend to do it, but it really isn't a good habit to carry out of your home, in my opinion. And I happened to catch myself looking in my mirror here when I was chewing one day, and I said, I'm definitely not chewing gum outside, and I know what my sisters mean. So I don't fault them at all for calling me out. It's called garnet, and it's right here. So I'm going to put that right here on the outer corner, and also on the inner corner. Need to bring my mirror in. And I am getting some fallout. Why didn't I think of that beforehand? This is an older palette, so that is bound to happen. So I don't have my eye shields over here, I don't think. And I'm just going to bring that color over. It's kind of a satiny color, although I like it best. This palette is very old. Trying to go very light with this so that I don't get a lot of fallout, but I get maximum coverage. Find them. I'm going to take that lighter color there and take it right up under the eye. Showing up. And then I want to take a flat tip with that same color, dust it off a bit, and just clean out the brows some, make the brows neater. Go back in with my first brush. Okay, so I've got that kind of watermelon color there, and then I have a white color up here. So next I want to put down some glitter glue. So I'll do this entire eye, go off camera and catch up, and then we'll come back together for the finishing touches. I want to use glitter glue here, and now I'm going in with the Absinthe palette, and I think I'm going to take this green right here. Thought I would start with the other one, but I'm going to start with this one. As you can see, I just packed it on. And then I want to just touch up around it. All right, everybody, I finished up the other eye. At least I brought it up to where this one is. I went ahead and applied some mascara from Tom Ford on both upper and lower eyelashes. I am next going to go in with a little decorative feature here, but I should also add that I put some concealer down here. I already had concealer on, but I felt it was necessary to go back in with my concealer because there was a lot of fallout. Like I said, I've had these BH cosmetic palettes for quite a while, so I know they're old, but the color payoff is so beautiful. So pretty, isn't it? I think so. So next what I want to do is go ahead and put in some accents. So I'm just going to just try to dot here. Hopefully it'll show up. I don't know if it's coming off that way, but I'm seeing a few little dots there. They're probably too close together. Let's try over here. So I'll go back in later with that. Do you see where I'm going with that? Can you see the little pits? Next I'm going to go in with this white liner, and this one is by ColourPop, I believe, and it is from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. white liner. Ooh, be careful here. I'm going to try to do my best. I'm going to start right here. I want to make sure, because I have hooded eyes, that I don't get in any folds. So it looks like my eye does not fold right here, and then I can just kind of take this from the inner corner and bring it there. Don't want to mess with it anymore, so I'm going to close up the pen, shake it up some more, and that's kind of giving me the look I want. So let's let that dry down. I'm going to take it to do the same thing, come over to the middle of my iris, I think. So I'm going to start here. Ooh, it's harder on this side for me. Get some support here. And there. And I kind of made that line a little harsh. Wiping off the pen. Gonna shake it up and try to go back in on the other side without messing it up. So right here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I see it. This is a fun look. Okay. I know when to stop. Yeah. That's what I want. Now I feel like I can go back in with my Natasha Denona little pen and make some more little dots around this look here. Now it's working. You see that? Yeah, now it's playing well. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I'm going back into this palette here, the Absinthe. Okay, now it's coming through for us. Because I love it in a corner highlight there for the eyes, so I'm going to take this right here. And knead it up. And I'm going to go off camera, clean up, and put on some lashes, and then we'll finish with the cheeks and the lip. Okay, my friends, the eye look is done. I added lashes by Lorella. As you can see, I have those on. And I went under my eye on the lower lash line and just smoked it out with that beautiful shade of green here and here, which I used the latter one on the movable eyelid there. So gorgeous. And I think you can see the little specks, the little seeds from the strawberry or the watermelon right in there. So now I want to go in with a blush, and I want to use the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-hour blush, and I have it in coral. I think it will be a nice addition. So let's go ahead and put some of that on the cheeks. I think it works well with the color I chose right there for my eyes. So let's just lightly go in there. And as you can see, I added a hair extension here. So I have some bangs with my locks. How about that? Interesting, right? Yeah, I just wanted to play around with this little piece I had. So I had it for a long time, and I was thinking about donating it. And I said, well, let me try it on before I do that. Play around with it. I like that. Perfect. Who doesn't like a little bit of freckles, right? Those seeds remind me of little pits in the strawberry or whatever reminds me of freckles. Got the ponytail action going on. And next I want to go in with a Lower Gala highlighter. This is lovely. It is a baked gelée. You know, they start off as pearls liquefied, and then it is baked into this beautiful, beautiful, just smooth. There's nothing like a baked gelato. I mean in eyeshadows or whatever. Here it is. I'm just going to swirl my brush in it and I'm going to take it up here. It's so smooth, so much like skin that is lit from within. So gorgeous. Look at it coming in there. It just works so well with the blush there. You see that? And excuse my phone going off there. That's why I went in light with the blush, because I really just want this Baked Gelato from Manuella. This shade is Diamond Dust, and it is it's a swirl illuminator, it's called. So pretty. And from Ofra I have another one that is baked, and this one is in collaboration with Madison Miller. This is a highlighter in Sea Shimmer. And that's what this one looks like. I'll swatch it so that you can see it's so smooth, no large particles or anything. And that is so beautiful on mature skin. Same thing with Manuella. This one is gorgeous. So this is the one I chose to put on. You can see it showing up right there. Not ashy or anything, just blends so well with the skin. It's not highlighting texture or anything like that. It's just giving a little glow to the face when you turn cheek to cheek. Little there. And next I'm just going to do a simple lip. I'm thinking about lip stains here. I have two. One from e.l.f. This is like in ruby or something like that. And then I have another one from Milani. Haven't tried the one from e.l.f. You use your finger here and it's really creamy. So let's put this one on first. Just a little color to the lips. It smells really nice. Barely there. The color of my lips practically. And then with the Milani, let's try this on top of that. Let's see. It's not much to this either. It looks like a berry. And as you can see, there's nothing to it either. Like I said, I'll just show you on my hand. You barely see it on my hand. It's right here. Nothing there really. I think the e.l.f. has a little more color than this. I'm going to stick the wand right in the e.l.f. and put a little bit more on the lips. Yeah. I'm loving this. So guys, you saw the palettes I used. You saw the colors I selected. They're gorgeous on the eyes. You saw the special accents that I used there. The white, the little black flecks that look like freckles, but actually they're the seeds or the pits of the strawberry or watermelon. You see the pinkish color, pinkish red color for the strawberry and watermelon, and then that beautiful lime green going on there. And I added lashes. So this is my look. Where's my gum? Here it is. It's my Hubba Bubba bubble gum. It's the Mega or the Max bubble gum for my eye look. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning into this video. And of course you have to check out the lovely ladies. And I think if I failed to mention it before, I'll show them right here. I think they did a wonderful job. They are so accommodating. They don't say, no, I don't like it or whatever like that. They go with the flow. And we just enjoy bringing these videos to you. Let me know what you think of this look. Does it represent Hubba Bubba Max bubblegum? In my book, it does. It's fun, it's light, it's colorful. Yeah. Hubba Bubba. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe.